CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV. Welcome to CBT News with Shyann Malone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Shyann Malone. Thanks so much for watching. And now, here's today's top stories.
Lincoln plans to close up to 100 dealerships in 2024 in a continuation of its plan to downsize. The Ford-owned automaker conducted a record-breaking number of store buyouts in 2023, a move it said would help the brand prioritize luxury markets. Lincoln currently operates roughly 500 locations and aims to end the year with just 400. Sales at the automaker declined 2% in 2023, even as other luxury car brands saw substantial growth. Tesla is recalling almost 200,000 units due to a software issue that could increase the risk of a crash. According to the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration, a glitch is found in S, X, and Y models built in 2023 could impact driver visibility when reversing their vehicles. Tesla said it was aware of the 81 incidents related to the error and has released an over-the-air patch for the affected vehicles. In the past, company CEO Elon Musk has criticized the NHTSA over its use of the word recall, which he argued was inaccurate for the issues that could be resolved through software updates. In late 2023, Tesla recalled most of its product to install a new autopilot system following a 2-year probe conducted by federal safety regulators. The Toyota Workers Union plans to call for record-breaking benefits during ongoing contract negotiations with the automaker, set to conclude in March. According to Japanese business publication Nikkei, the labor group will demand an annual bonus worth 7.6 months of pay, up from both the previous record of 7.2 months and last year's total of 6.7 months. The automaker is set to announce more than $30 billion in profits across its business divisions for 2023. That's an all-time high for the company. General Motors and Honda have officially launched a joint venture manufacturing site dedicated to building hydrogen fuel cells for zero-emission vehicles. The Michigan-based facility was funded with initial investments totaling $85 million and was first announced in 2017. However, engineers from both companies have been working together to develop hydrogen technology since 2013. The plant will manufacture products for a variety of applications. GM plans to share its hydrogen technology with 2 companies currently designing zero-emission trucks. Honda has yet to confirm its plans for the factory, but may utilize its fuel cells in the upcoming CR-V, set to launch later this year. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Mark Cannon, former Chief Customer Experience Officer at AutoNation. He's here to discuss the auto industry's current challenges and opportunities.
CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV.
There's dealers out there that I talk to all over the country that are saying, hey, these are the cars that are starting to pile up and age in our inventory. Do you think the industry is moving too fast with regard to EVs?
So, Jim, in fact, I'm doing some speaking over the next couple of months, and one of the topics they've asked me to talk about is EVs and dealerships.
Yeah.
Clearly, we're moving too fast. The consumer is just not there yet. It's just not ready. And so I was recently part of a focus group, and I think you and everybody else will find this interesting. And one of the questions that came up was, why won't you brace an EV? And one of the responses was, well, if we have a hurricane or we have a major storm and there's no power, how are we going to ensure we're going to be able to get places? And
That's right.
The answer was, well, you'll have your own portable charging battery. And the question came up is, no, that's not going to solve my problem if the power's out for 7 days, 10 days. And,
That's right.
I think we're just moving too fast. Look, we're going to get to EVs. It's going to take longer. And I think that Toyota's approach here with the hybrid and the electric, it's still where the consumer is.
That's right. And we haven't even touched on the affordability factor for EVs. I mean, the average price of a new car right now is $47,500. What is it on the EV side? It's substantially higher than that. I think it's another $10,000 for the average cost of an EV. So
yeah, and if you look at it, by the way, you're starting to hear the OEMs and the dealers are starting talking about the fact is the price point might start to drop. Consumers now might be looking for a lesser car. So maybe you don't get a Camry, maybe you get a Corolla. Because you want to get more of the bells and whistles in it, but you need the price to be a little bit lower. And look, you still have interest rates out there. Inventory on still highly desirable cars is still a little bit tough out there. So, you got to take the process, and it takes some time to get there. But again, we're getting a little price sensitive right now, and I think we're going to see that for the rest of the year.
That wraps up our show for today. We do invite you right back here tomorrow morning on CBTnews.com. And remember, you can stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm Shyann Malone. Thanks so much for watching. You have a good one.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV